The streets are buzzing, and Harlem is watching closely as 50 Cent takes aim at Fabolous once again. Fans are calling this the most intense clash yet, and the reactions are pouring in nonstop. From old beefs resurfacing to shocking new disses, 50 Cent isn't holding anything back this time. Every word he drops has fans questioning loyalties, alliances, and who really runs the streets of hip-hop. In this video, we break down every explosive moment, every subtle jab, and every reaction from Harlem's core community. You'll see how 50 Cent's strategy unfolds, how Fabolous crew is responding, and why this beef is capturing attention from coast to coast. This isn't just another rap feud, it's a masterclass in street politics, social media reactions, and hip-hop strategy. We'll also dive into how this diss affects the wider music scene, who might get dragged into the drama next, and what fans can expect in the coming weeks. From viral clips to shocking revelations, you're about to get a front-row seat to the unfolding chaos. So buckle up, because what you're about to see isn't just entertainment, it's the kind of street-level drama that defines hip-hop culture. Don't blink, because one wrong move, one leaked clip, or one reaction could change the game entirely. This is 50 Cent versus Fabolous like you've never seen before, raw, unfiltered, and explosive. As the dust settles from 50 Cent's latest round of verbal attacks, the streets of Harlem are buzzing with reactions, and social media has exploded. Clips of his recent freestyle and online rants have fans dissecting every line, analyzing which shots were meant to strike directly at Fabolous, and which were strategic moves aimed at the larger rap game. For many, this isn't just a personal beef, it's a clash of legacies. 50 Cent has always been known for his ruthless precision, and every diss he drops carries years of experience, street credibility, and calculated planning. Meanwhile, Fabolous, with his calm, measured delivery, has proven time and again that he can respond in ways that keep his fanbase loyal while maintaining his composure under pressure. The tension between these two hip-hop titans isn't new. It stretches back over a decade, with moments of indirect jabs, cryptic social media posts, and subtle references in songs that only the most die-hard fans catch. However, what makes this latest exchange different is the intensity and the public nature of 50 Cent's approach. From Harlem to Brooklyn, fans are replaying clips, debating who won each verse, and speculating about the next move. This level of scrutiny adds pressure to both camps. Every word, every reaction, every social media post is under the microscope. 50 Cent's strategy this time seems to hinge not just on lyrical superiority, but psychological warfare. By referencing past struggles and public feuds, he's reminding Fabolous and the world of his dominance and influence in hip-hop. He also knows the value of public perception. Every viral clip shared on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok amplifies his message, turning a freestyle into headline news. For fans, it's not just entertainment. It's a masterclass in how a seasoned rapper maneuvers within the business while keeping the streets engaged. Meanwhile, Fabolous' response, or lack thereof, has added another layer to the narrative. Some see his measured silence as a sign of confidence, others interpret it as hesitation. The streets are divided. Some fans support Fabolous' decision to stay calm, believing a powerful comeback in his own time is more effective than responding immediately. Others argue that silence in the face of such aggressive disses could be seen as weakness, potentially giving 50 Cent the upper hand in public opinion. The dynamic between these two artists is now not just about bars and lyrics, it's about influence, image, and who can control the narrative. Adding fuel to the fire, social media personalities, influencers, and underground rappers are jumping into the debate, analyzing verses line by line, pointing out references, and even taking sides. Every new post, comment, or viral clip keeps the momentum going, creating a cycle of engagement that keeps the story alive in public conversation. From YouTube reactors to Instagram meme pages, the battle is no longer just between the rappers. It's a full-blown cultural event that has captured the attention of hip-hop fans worldwide. In addition to the street-level and social media reactions, industry insiders are weighing in. Some producers, DJs, and fellow artists have commented on 50 Cent's strategy, praising his ability to dominate public attention while maintaining control over the narrative. Others speculate about the potential consequences for Fabolous. Could this affect collaborations, streaming numbers, or public appearances? The interplay between social media, street credibility, and industry perception is delicate, and each move made by either side could have ripple effects that extend far beyond the immediate feud. What makes this feud particularly compelling is the historical weight behind it. Both 50 Cent and Fabolous have been central figures in hip-hop for decades, each shaping the genre in different ways. 50 Cent's rise from the streets to global fame, his business ventures, and his influence in mainstream media give him a unique edge. Fabolous, on the other hand, has been praised for his lyrical skill, smooth flow, and ability to maintain relevance in an ever-changing industry. This clash is more than just a personal beef. It's a symbolic battle between different eras, styles, and philosophies within hip-hop. Fans are also closely watching the supporting casts on each side. 50 Cent's G-Unit affiliates, from Lloyd Banks to Tony Yayo, have been actively engaging in subtle digs, reactions, and social media posts that indirectly support 50 Cent's dominance. Meanwhile, Fabolous' crew has remained strategic, avoiding unnecessary public escalation while preparing for a calculated response. The tension created by these supporting players adds complexity to the feud. It's no longer a two-man battle, but a larger war that involves multiple factions and fan bases. The timing of 50 Cent's disses also seems deliberate. Dropping this content during key industry events or coinciding with high-visibility moments ensures maximum exposure. Fans are quick to share clips, dissect bars, and debate the implications, keeping the story trending and relevant. The streets, social media, and news outlets are all feeding off each other, creating a feedback loop that amplifies the impact of every word spoken. As we continue to watch the developments, it's clear that this feud is about more than just personal animosity. It's about control, legacy, and influence. 50 Cent's approach demonstrates an understanding of the modern music landscape, using digital platforms, street credibility, and public opinion to his advantage. For Fabolous, the challenge lies in responding strategically, maintaining his image, and proving that he remains a force to be reckoned with in hip-hop. The stakes are high, and the fans are watching every move. From viral clips to industry reactions, this feud is a masterclass in how modern hip-hop operates, where street credibility meets social media influence, and every action is magnified. As we continue to follow this story, one thing is clear: 50 Cent versus Fabolous isn't just a feud. It's an event that defines an era, engages the streets, and captivates the entire hip-hop community. In the next part, we'll break down Fabolous' responses, the Harlem reactions, and predictions for what could happen next as the war escalates. Fans should buckle up because this story is far from over, and every new development could change the game entirely. As the feud heats up, Harlem is fully engaged in dissecting every nuance of 50 Cent's attack on Fabolous. Fans on social media are dissecting his verses line by line, reading between the bars for hidden references, and debating the impact of every jab. Each line 50 Cent drops is more than just a diss. It's a strategic move designed to assert dominance while testing Fabolous' response. The streets recognize that this isn't simply about ego. It's about control over perception and influence within the rap community. What's particularly fascinating is how different factions of fans are reacting. Some are cheering 50 Cent on, pointing out his clever references to past conflicts and his ability to dominate public discourse. Others defend Fabolous, claiming that his calm and measured approach signals maturity, long-term strategy, and lyrical confidence. This split in opinion has sparked endless debates across Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube comment sections, with fans weighing in on who won each exchange and what this means for hip-hop credibility. Adding fuel to the fire, influencers and YouTube commentators are jumping into the discussion. Videos analyzing 50 Cent's lyrics, past beefs, and social media maneuvers are trending, and the story is gaining traction beyond Harlem. DJ academics and other hip-hop news figures have broken down the feud in detail, explaining how 50 Cent's timing, choice of words, and public exposure tactics make his attack particularly effective. Analysts note that every subtle move, whether it's a social media post, a freestyle, or a live reaction, is calculated to maximize impact. Meanwhile, the strategic silence of Fabolous camp has become its own story. Many argue that staying silent in the face of such an aggressive diss could backfire, leaving the perception that he is hesitant or intimidated. Others say that a carefully planned comeback, with the right timing, could completely turn the narrative in his favor. The streets are divided, and each new post from either camp sparks fresh debate. It's not just a battle of bars, it's a war of perception, influence, and timing. The historical context also plays a major role in this feud. 50 Cent has been known for decades as someone who can dominate a rap battle while simultaneously controlling the streets and public opinion. His knowledge of the business, combined with his experience in high-profile feuds, gives him an edge in calculating how each move will land. Fabolous, known for his smooth flow and lyrical skill, relies on timing, subtlety, and credibility to maintain his relevance. This clash, therefore, is not only about personal rivalry, it reflects larger themes of strategy, respect, and power dynamics in the industry. Fans are also paying close attention to the supporting players in this battle. G-Unit members, affiliates, and other associates of 50 Cent are posting reactions, subtweets, and even small jabs that help maintain the narrative momentum. Similarly, Fabolous' inner circle is watching closely, analyzing the landscape, and preparing for a calculated response. The feud has become a multi-layered event, involving not just the main artists, but entire communities, fan bases, and networks within hip-hop. Another factor adding to the drama is how these interactions impact streaming numbers and public engagement. Whenever 50 Cent drops a clip or freestyle, the engagement spikes immediately. Social media algorithms pick up on the trend, pushing the content to wider audiences and keeping the feud in the spotlight. In this sense, 50 Cent isn't just engaging in a personal feud, he's leveraging modern media strategies to dominate the conversation and control the narrative. The tension also spills into live appearances and public events. Whenever 50 Cent shows up at industry events, clubs, or media appearances, fans scrutinize every interaction. Does he mention Fabolous? Does he exchange subtle references or gestures? Even small movements can be dissected as part of the ongoing war. The streets, combined with social media, amplify these moments, creating a feedback loop that keeps the feud alive and the audience fully engaged. Analysts also point out that this feud exemplifies how modern hip-hop operates. It's no longer just about making music, it's about strategy, social media engagement, and public perception. Every move has implications for collaborations, streaming success, brand deals, and cultural influence. 50 Cent's approach shows mastery of this modern landscape, leveraging the history of the feud, street credibility, and media attention to maintain relevance and dominate public perception. Interestingly, this feud has inspired younger artists to learn from the tactics employed. From subtle social media messaging to strategic lyric placement, the feud becomes a lesson in influence and branding for the next generation of hip-hop talent. DJ Academics often points out that moments like this are not just entertainment, they are real-world examples of negotiation, strategy, and understanding the public eye in hip-hop culture. The fans' reactions, however, remain the most electrifying aspect. Harlem, Brooklyn, and other key rap hubs are dissecting each line, referencing old clips and drawing comparisons to past legendary beefs. Some fans even argue that 50 Cent's approach recalls tactics used in his previous high-profile feuds, showing that consistency in strategy can maintain dominance for decades. Fabolous' subtle, measured responses also receive praise from parts of the audience who value precision and timing over aggressive confrontation. On a cultural level, the feud highlights the intersection of legacy, influence, and respect. 50 Cent represents an era where public feuds were both entertainment and a measure of credibility. Fabolous embodies a style that balances skill, consistency, and public image. The clash is a reflection of how hip-hop culture has evolved, blending street credibility with mainstream media awareness. It's a battle of philosophy as much as a battle of bars. The potential outcomes of this feud remain unpredictable. Will Fabolous respond immediately, or will he let the pressure build for a more impactful comeback? Will 50 Cent escalate further, or has he strategically maintained the upper hand? Every fan, analyst, and commentator has their prediction, fueling discussions, debates, and content across platforms. The story is dynamic and evolving, which is exactly what keeps audiences engaged and coming back for updates. Finally, the feud demonstrates the power of timing and narrative control in modern hip-hop. 50 Cent's careful orchestration of diss tracks, social media posts, and public appearances shows a sophisticated understanding of influence. For Fabolous, the challenge is equally complex, responding with precision, maintaining credibility, and executing a comeback that resonates with fans and industry peers alike. This balance of strategy, perception, and execution is what makes the feud so compelling to watch. The 50 Cent vs. Fabolous saga is far from over. Every post, every lyric, and every reaction contributes to a larger story that continues to captivate Harlem, hip-hop fans worldwide, and the streets that watch these titans clash. The anticipation is building for the next move, and fans are ready for the next explosive chapter in this ongoing saga. As the saga unfolds, the tension between 50 Cent and Fabolous reaches new heights. Harlem streets, social media, and hip-hop communities everywhere are glued to every move, every word, every subtle hint. The feud has escalated beyond just bars and diss tracks. Now it's about perception, strategy, and who truly controls the narrative of modern hip-hop. 50 Cent's approach continues to demonstrate his mastery of influence. Every clip, freestyle, and online post seems calculated to dominate the conversation. By strategically targeting Fabolous while referencing past feuds and events, 50 Cent is reminding fans why he has remained relevant for decades. It's not just about attacking his rival, it's about asserting authority, shaping public opinion, and keeping fans engaged. This level of strategy is something few rappers have achieved in the digital age. Meanwhile, Fabolous' response, or deliberate restraint, is equally compelling. Fans and analysts are dissecting his silence, looking for hidden messages in social media posts, interviews, and lyrics. This is a battle of subtlety versus aggression. 50 Cent pushes the narrative forward with overt attacks, while Fabolous relies on timing, skill, and calculated responses. Both approaches have their merits, and this clash highlights how strategy, perception, and execution are just as important as lyrical ability. One of the most fascinating elements of this feud is the involvement of their surrounding crews. G-Unit affiliates, Harlem rappers, and social media personalities amplify every move 50 Cent makes, turning small freestyles into viral moments. Fabolous Circle, meanwhile, watches closely, analyzing trends and preparing for strategic counteractions. This isn't just a two-person battle, it's a larger cultural event, with multiple factions participating, influencing the narrative and engaging fans across platforms. The social media reaction has been explosive. Clips of 50 Cent's latest freestyle have gone viral, sparking debates across Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Fans are divided into camps, debating who is winning, dissecting subtle references, and predicting what the next move will be. Meme pages, hip-hop news outlets, and reaction channels amplify every twist and turn, ensuring the feud stays at the forefront of public attention. Industry insiders also weigh in, providing context, analysis, and predictions. Many highlight 50 Cent's ability to control the narrative while staying relevant in both mainstream and underground circles. Fabolous, meanwhile, is praised for his precision, skill, and the ability to respond strategically without overexposing himself. The feud becomes a case study in influence, timing, and perception management in modern hip-hop. As this final chapter unfolds, the historical context becomes even more important. Both 50 Cent and Fabolous have been influential forces in hip-hop for years, each with their unique approach and impact. 50 Cent's aggressive, street-smart strategy contrasts with Fabolous' measured, lyrical approach, creating a clash not just of personalities, but of philosophies. Fans see this as a battle between eras, styles, and approaches, with the outcome influencing not just these artists' legacies, but the broader hip-hop narrative. The stakes are high, and the implications extend beyond the streets. Every move has potential repercussions for streaming numbers, collaborations, public perception, and future opportunities. The media attention, fan engagement, and social media analysis all contribute to an environment where strategy is as important as talent. For 50 Cent, the goal is dominance and narrative control. For Fabolous, the challenge is timing, precision, and strategic influence. Fans continue to dissect every verse, gesture, and comment. The community watches closely, analyzing old footage, revisiting previous feuds, and speculating about what could come next. Each post, video clip, or reaction is another piece of the puzzle, keeping the story alive and attention high. The ongoing dialogue ensures that this feud remains a cultural event rather than just a simple dispute. The broader lesson from this feud is the importance of influence in hip-hop. Talent alone doesn't guarantee dominance. Strategic engagement, timing, and narrative control are equally critical. 50 Cent demonstrates this with every move, while Fabolous' approach shows that measured, strategic responses can also be highly effective. Together, they create a dynamic that is both entertaining and instructive for aspiring artists and fans alike. As the final moments of this chapter unfold, one thing is clear: this feud isn't just about who wins a battle or who drops the better verse. It's about legacy, influence, and control over a cultural narrative that spans decades. 50 Cent versus Fabolous is more than a personal rivalry. It's a defining moment in hip-hop history, illustrating how strategy, talent, and perception intersect in a digital age. Even as we watch for Fabolous' next move, the impact of 50 Cent's actions continues to reverberate. From Harlem to global hip-hop audiences, fans are analyzing every moment, debating outcomes, and waiting for the next explosive development. The feud has become an ongoing lesson in influence, timing, and control, showing how modern hip-hop operates on multiple levels simultaneously. In conclusion, the 50 Cent versus Fabolous saga is a masterclass in modern hip-hop feuds. Every word, every reaction, and every strategic move has purpose and consequence. From social media engagement to street credibility, this feud demonstrates how artists today navigate complex dynamics to maintain dominance, relevance, and influence. As fans, we witness a living narrative that blends history, culture, and entertainment into a story that continues to captivate, excite, and inspire. This is the final chapter of this current series, but with these two legends, you can be sure the story isn't over. The streets, social media, and fans will keep watching, waiting, and reacting, making 50 Cent versus Fabolous